Conor Benn has now confessed to failing not one, but 2 Vada tests. Now, the first test was taken on July 25th, with the adverse finding coming back near the end of August. The second test was taken on September 1st, with the positive test result coming down on September 23rd for the exact same banned substance, clomiphene, which is used by men to raise testosterone levels. Now, you may remember, several weeks ago, Jeff Powell of the Daily Mail ran a story about this, and he made the claim that Conor Benn had failed 2 tests, not just one. I did this video on it at the time, and now we hear direct from the horse's mouth that this claim is actually true. Conor Benn confesses. Now, he did this interview with The Sun, Boxing Scene, quoting from that article on The Sun, and he talks about the possibility that his sample was contaminated. And Eddie Hearn has been downplaying the significance of the B sample. He's been saying it's completely irrelevant. And the inference is that the B sample is going to come back with the exact same result as the A sample. He's making out as though there's no point in even taking a B sample. Well, no, actually there is, Eddie. The whole B sample thing is in the event that there is contamination of, let's say, the A sample, maybe the B sample will be clean. Conor Benn, as Eddie Hearn keeps saying, has got a hell of a fight on his hands, and he's come out and started insinuating that there's contamination and whatnot, but he hasn't given any evidence to back it. Just hinting that there could be contamination isn't good enough. You need to prove that there was contamination. Furthermore, Eddie Hearn in a recent interview talked about clomiphene being found in eggs, right? Chicken's eggs. Well, I have to imagine that eggs are a staple of many boxers' diets. And I have never heard of a boxer testing positive for this substance before. So if it is found in eggs, as Eddie Hearn claims, it must be extremely rare for that to turn up in a boxer's test. I said in a previous video that it would take compelling evidence to alleviate all of the doubts that I have in my mind about Conor Benn. I'm not throwing him under the bus here. I'm just telling you the way that I'm feeling right now based upon the evidence and the information we've been presented with. Now, as far as Conor Benn's license, because he gave his license up, Eddie Hearn is saying that his license had expired or words to that effect. I don't think he used the word expired. He used another word. And because of this sanction that's been put on Conor Benn, which Eddie Hearn says is not related to the PED situation, I can't imagine how it isn't, but maybe we'll hear more about that in the coming days. But he said that because of this and because of Conor Benn feeling like he was unfairly treated, he decided to not renew his license. Well, that's not what the British Boxing Board of Control said. They said that he relinquished it. So it either wasn't expired or maybe it was close to expiring, but it wasn't already expired, at least not based upon what the British Boxing Board of Control is saying with their language. A lot of funny business going on here, and Eddie Hearn thinks he's slick with it. He thinks that he can smile and do the cheeky chappy apples and pears stuff, which is all very entertaining, but it's not going to distract me and other people like me from focusing on the facts. And we haven't been given any facts that would convince many of us of Conor Benn's innocence yet. Again, I'm not condemning the man before he's had due process. I'm just telling you that at this stage, it doesn't look good. Hearn don't look good. Benn don't look good. The whole thing is real shaky for them right now. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Conor Benn admitting to testing positive twice for this banned substance. Now, people who have researched the substance, and Eddie Hearn has said this, will point out that clomiphene stays in your system for a very long time. All right, cool. If it was a contaminated sample, then surely it would have only been one positive test because these were 2 separate tests. So if it was a contaminated sample in the lab, all right, the first test comes back positive, but then the second test, shouldn't it come back negative in that scenario? The fact that there's 2 positive tests doesn't lend weight to this idea that there was contamination. So a lot of explaining to do here, people. Let me know what you guys think